Did you like Elvis? Were you shocked by him at all, or?
I was shocked by his expressions, his mannerisms.
His movement.
His movements, yeah.
There was a lot of change in the 60s and 70s.
It was that culture at that particular time. Things were happening.
I think I was maybe 13 years old then, had to watch the Beatles, because if you didn't, you were a nerd.
You know, swingy hair and their guitars and their tight pants.
The President of the United States had just been assassinated.
And everyone was shocked.
You cannot believe it's real footage.
They could not believe that this could happen.
The screaming and the crying, you can't believe what you're seeing. I think it was the first time I'd ever seen something so violent.
Watching the landing, it was magical.
And it was far out. It was like almost unbelievable.
Kind of forgot about the bad things that were going on.
Star Wars opened up my eyes.
Someone just cracked my imagination open with a ball-peen hammer.
You know, that changed everything. I immediately wanted to be in that world.
With Star Wars, you can be a nerd a little bit.
When the wall went down, it was liberating.
I was a kid watching that on TV. I had no clue what was going on, but I just saw concrete blocks falling to the ground and people screaming.
I remember watching an episode of the Chipmunks where they crossed the Berlin Wall. And at the end of the episode, they tore it down with the power of their rock and roll.
They were at least free now.
I love Harry Potter.
My mom went to go buy the third book at the mall, and we went like an hour early because we thought there'd be a lineup.
And you hear it on the plane going to Orlando. Da-da-da-da-da-da, like the theme music.
I've read every Harry Potter book and seen every Harry Potter movie.
We had Palm Pilots at the time and phones. And one of the biggest technology advances was when they put those two things together.
If I don't have it, I look for it.
I am good at it. I can Google anything.
Payphones, like who uses those anymore? Can you even find one?
There's so many interesting things that go on in U.S. politics.
I think we were shocked, and we were, Al Gore should have won that election.
No one really thought he was very intelligent.
My friend called me and she was crying.
There's something terrible going on in New York.
And he came back from lunch and had this wild story that there was a war going on in America.
You couldn't help but wonder what could happen next. Where would this lead?
Muslims, you know, being in trouble because of this kind of settled over my country because
The world has now changed forever.
To be a good politician, you need to inspire people.
I remember on Facebook reading this debate people had over what kind of cereal they thought Obama liked.
This
But
goes back to the
today,
late 60s.
nothing surprises you anymore. There's just so many things happening.